Masters Learning Center and ivmasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 1, number 9 and 10, which are paired questions. Number 9 reads, why does Akira say that his meeting with Chi is a matter of urgency in line 32? And just because it's line reference doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to be a paired question. So as you can see here, you have a paired question, which choice provides the best evidence to the answer to the previous question. So a couple of notes about this type of question. One is, if you've read the passage and you remember the answer, you might answer number 9 before number 10. If you read the passage and you don't remember the answer, but you remember what lines it is, you might answer number 10 before you answer number 9. So you want to be flexible with these type of questions. If you don't remember the answer and you don't remember what line it is, then looking at number 9, don't go back and read the whole thing. Look to the next question. You might have a choice of 4 options, so you could save yourself some time that way. Let's look at some of the answers here. And well, actually for this one, we'll look at number 9 first. Why does Akira say his meeting with Chi is a matter of urgency? Answer choice A, he fears that his own parents will disapprove of Naomi. Well, there's only one mention of his parents in this passage, and it's right at the beginning. Akira came directly breaking all tradition. Was that it? Had he followed form? Had he asked his mother to speak to his father to approach a go-between? Would she have been more receptive? No indication that his own parents disapprove of Naomi. Answer choice B, he worries that Naomi will reject him and marry someone else. Well, there's no indication of that either. What Akira says is in line 63, he says we have an understanding, and that's in response to Chi saying, does Naomi know anything of your ambitions? After he says he's come to ask for Naomi's hand. So I've come to ask for Naomi's hand. Chi says, does she know your ambitions? He says we have an understanding. And then sure enough, after Akira leaves at the end of the passage, Naomi says, I mean to have him. In other words, she wants to marry him. So it sounds like there's no worry for Akira. And then answer choice D, he knows that Chi is unaware of his feelings for Naomi. He may know that Chi is unaware of his feelings for Naomi. It sounds like that's true based on the passage. Notice her response. Doesn't know if Chi does not know if Naomi knows about about this whole proposal that he was going to ask her. And there's nothing to indicate that she expected it or that Akira knows that she would expect it. So the answer is true. One thing you got to note about SAT is that an answer choice could be true but still be wrong. So why is it wrong? Because that's not the reason it's a matter of urgency. So it's true, but it's not directly answering the question. Watch out for answer choices like that. Correct answer here is he has been offered an attractive job in another country. Now on the surface, it might not seem like, hey, why would it be a matter of urgency if he's offered an attractive job in another country? You got to go to the passage. If that's what he's saying, then that's what you've got to answer. If SAT says the sky is green, then you have to answer. If the passage says the sky is green, you have to answer that the sky is green. You get some stuff that's unexpected, especially in like women's rights passages, environmental passages. There's an environmental passage about conventional farming that uses pesticides being more sustainable than organic farming. There's also a women's rights passage where the correct answer is written by a woman who would be considered a feminist in her day, and the correct answer is that women are inferior. You would never expect that in 2020. So you got to answer according to what the passage is saying, not according to what you want it to say or what's going on in your mind in 2020. So let's look at number 10 and let's see where those lines are. So which choice provides the best evidence to the answer to the previous question? Let's look at line 39. And 39 reads, I don't want to trouble you. So he's just like, I don't want to bother you. There's no indication that that's why it's a matter of urgency. Oh, I got to talk to you right away because I don't want to bother you. In the context, we don't get anything like that. We're also going to see why it's not 58 to 59. So 58 to 59, why does he say it's a matter of urgency? 5, 6, 7, 8. Depending on your response, I may stay in Japan. Not saying it's a matter of urgency, he's just saying I might stay in Japan if, depending on whether or not you say that I could have your daughter's hand in marriage. And then 72 to 73, he says, I see I've startled you. So he startled her, he surprised her, he's alarmed her, but it does not indicate any reason why it's a matter of urgency. So the correct answer here winds up being 39 to 42. Normally to community. Let's see what's going on with 39 to 42. Normally I would approach you more properly. So first of all, what's more properly? More properly is if he asked his mother to speak to his father to approach a go-between. Now that sounds like that would take time. Mom's got to talk to dad, dad's got to talk to this go-between person's got to arrange a meeting with Chi. Too much time. So normally I would approach you more properly, but I've received word of a position and I've got an opportunity in America to go to America as a dentist for Seattle's Japanese community. Okay, so difficult question because you really have to see what he means by more properly, and you see that that's the other approach where he would have approached the mom to approach the dad to approach a go-between. And again later in line 63, please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness, by the inappropriateness of this proposal. I ask directly because the use of a go-between takes much time. I know that's later on in the passage, but that just gives you some more context to tell you why he comes with a matter of urgency, because the Japanese community has accepted him to be a dentist in the U.S., and he's got to make a decision because he's got to leave soon. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with these paired questions. If there's any question that you'd like to see from a PSAT or an SAT or an ACT, anything official, leave it in the comments, and click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day, everybody.